it is time. Time. With just a dash of rosemary. Hello guys, this is Nochstar. Once again, in MineCraze Cosmos. Wood. All of trees is gone. Temporarily, I'll probably need to plant it back because those massive amounts of stacks of logs I had in that chest that you just saw probably won't be enough if my powers of estimation are anything to go by. Some time ago, about a year probably, I started planning to build something, and I built a working prototype in creative mode. And then a lot of updates have happened since then, obviously. New features, and I've sort of updated that prototype a bit, experimented with how I do things a bit differently. But it was always something I'd planned to build in an actual survival world. And originally, I was planning on building it at Terra Noxstar at Port Plankton, but now I've got this place. For those of you who've walked around in my videos and watched my very, very old survival series I did, which I got 3 episodes out and then sort of gave up, I think I mentioned in some spot, thanks to the back in the old days of the Adventure Update, Beta 1.8, which is now like yonks ago, I feel so old, the new biomes, they invented oceans that were actually a reasonable size, and I mentioned in that video, I think, that, you know, now that oceans are actually a reasonable size, it seems reasonable to build a sailing vessel of reasonable size. And that's one of the things, you know, over the years I've built castles, I've built towns, I've built just about everything, but I've never built a ship. Well, except for that working prototype in creative mode that I built. And yeah, a whole bunch of changes to that. So the plan today is to begin work on not just any old ship. We're not just going to build, you know, a rock ship. We're building the Batallia, the flagship of the Nochstarian Armada. That's the plan. So I need to figure out where I need to start building, because, as I said, working prototype, I've got some plans up here. If I tab out, you can't see what I'm doing. You just see my inventory, but I can see plans. This is where it'd be handy if I had like a second screen so I could have those up. Oh yes, it's going to come in handy. My Blazewater helm has aqua affinity and respiration on it. Very good for underwater work. So, trying to replicate a prototype of that sort of scale and detail is something that's going to be quite difficult. So I'm going to start trying to get the basic shape. Again, not sure, like the upside down stairs was one of the new features that was added. And, you know, I worked on, you know, can I then mess around with the sides and make it a more smooth shape? And it's a bit hard to decide whether I want to do that. Because sometimes if you know, you can smooth some shapes out, but it can make the thing look a little bit spastic at the same time. Alright, so this is where the thing is going to be. I'm going to speak of arbitrary words while you stand puzzled and have no idea what I'm talking about. Yep, so that goes there, then there's this bit, and I need to be lower. I might want to change these supports here to have stairs facing the other way there. Yeah. It's either this or I could start down at the water level. So this is going to be the gangplank. Well, that's not going to be the gangplank. It's going to be where the gangplank is, which is the board that they put between ships and the dock place. Plank. So that they can access it. So yes, this ship is going to be anchored in the port. Alright, so that's the upper railing and that's the edge bit. And that sticks out something like, that's that, then you've got other supports. And the actual deck, the main top deck of this part of the world, is going to be there, at that level. Alright, so now we need to figure out How many blocks across is it? Let's just measure this quickly. I think the whole thing's like, what is it, 17 or something, if we include everything. So from there to the middle is 9 blocks. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out of dirt. This is mostly going to be these anyway. 7. And wait, was I including? Oh dear, this is very disorganized, this bit. 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, that should be the center. It looks really big from here for some reason. I mean, it is really big, but it looks it. Alright, so I think we'll just go straight down from there. Have we got... we don't have a thing. Okay, so what we're going to need is either just more scaffolding materials, maybe a lily pad may come in handy for building things on the water, because you can just put them on top and then use them as a starting point for other blocks. I'm not sure if I have one in one of these chests. I do. Okay, and more dirt, and more dirt. Now I'll probably need, for the moment, actually let's grab more spruce logs than anything else, because we're going to start with the keel, and that's made out of spruce logs. Alright, so if we eat a little bit of chicken, which slows us down horrendously. Okie dokie, so how are we going to do this? I guess we'll need to swap out to this guy, find the midpoint. So if we look straight up, we want to put it right there. Is this the spot? Okay. Now, how far under the water do we need to go? That's the next question. And we're around about the middle, so we're going to be... Alright, so water level is here. Let's grab our wood. Alright, so that breaks the lily pad. So that block is there, and then we need to go 1, 2, 6 in total, inclusive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that worked. And then we get our spruce logs. And I think from this point we can just do that. And hopefully that's not too dark that you can't see, but it probably is. So, alright. Now this is tricky because we've got a length of stuff. The ship is facing that way, so that its port side is facing the port, hence why it's called a port side. And we're at the front of the 2 points where the thing goes up, which I did mark here and here in this thing that you can't see. So, and we're standing level with that. Let's draw a mark on here so I can see more clearly. Alright, so front side, front half of that is where I am. And then we need to go forward another 17 blocks. So we went down our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we go... Now, that was 17 from that point, wasn't it? Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is how we count. Looking at pitch black and listening to a guy counting things that I can barely see. Yay! 1, 2. Can't see where the sizes end. Okay. This was our point and it was 17 that way. And we did 10, we believe. I believe. Ooh. Looks like the bottom of the ocean might be close at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. I didn't realize how shallow these massive oceans actually were. Alright, so if my maths was correct, we should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Alright. And that was from there to there. Correct? Correcticus! And we want to go back how many? From this point, 12. And we're going to be resting... No, we're not going to be. We're going to be embedded in the ocean floor. We are on a sort of a raised ridge here. Sort of a continental shelf. That's what we're running into. So, possibly at some point in the future we'll come around with a shovel. And probably night vision potions. And lower that a bit. Hopefully. What did I say? 12. Yes. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is where I should have brought night vision potions. I mean, it's hard enough for me to see. And knowing what YouTube normally does to videos and stuff tends to make it even harder. So, apologies for my lack of provisions of sight for you, but I don't care. Oh, I got clay. There was clay with some of that stuff I dug out. Alright, well, we'll get a click gwimps. That's what we're getting. There. Make you happy? Can't even pick up the clay. You need spider eyes anyway. Alright. And in this we bring out to the same level. Once we get above the water it'll be alright. Alright, so this is wrong. This is very wrong. I'm supposed to go from there. Okay, ignore what I just did. I was meant to go... I started at the front end and went further forward instead of at the back end and went back. So I'm not embedded in the ground. If I sail forward anywhere, I'm going to be embedded in the ground. And when you think about those islands, I think I'm going to have to do like a 3-point turn to get out of here. But that's alright because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Okay, this is where it gets confusing because there was a bit of lag and the block flashed black and I flashed back. And I can't quite tell whether that was the... I mean, I could count the ones in my inventory, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe? who knows? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's see what that's done to us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a 7, obviously. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. Alright. So let's go fix this stuff. Thank you, Aqua Affinity, because now I don't have to spend half an hour doing this. It's just as fast as if this were on land. So that's very handy. Very handy indeed. That's less handy. Should I make another axe? I should make another axe. Just make a crafting table on the bottom of the ocean. Gotta hold your breath. Always is a fun thing you can do if you are swimming in Minecraft. Actually holding your breath while you're underwater and seeing if you can hold your breath as long as your character can. But with the respiration 3, there's no way at all. No, not going to happen, sorry. But I fill in this sand, which I said I might end up digging out anyway. But again, it's not quite so urgent now that I'm not actually embedded in it. I just thought I was. Alright, let's come back to the surface. Doesn't help that it's also at night time, but it's nearly day. Alright. Let's dig this away, because this is going to be a thing. And now we'll add the second layer of logs. And we'll put them in all the wrong places. Yay! Yay for misplacing logs in the pitch black of the underside of the sea. If it weren't for, well, I was going to say if it weren't for the poor visibility, it would actually almost be nice to have water everywhere, because it's like you can fly around and stuff and go anywhere. Obviously there's no easy way of placing water. Well, actually you can fairly easily flood a whole area with water. It's getting rid of it that's the problem. So it's not generally a recommended strategy for building shapes. Alrighty. I'm going to keep an eye on the time, because I think I want to try and make this a shorter episode. And since I'm not doing much, it feels like it's being even shorter than it really is. Okay, so I've just done all that section, and now we're going to have to count back on that guy. Let's go forwards first, because that's more interesting. So we extend a 3 by 2 forwards. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. And what's next? 2 by 2, and then another 2 by 2 intermingled with that. 1, 2. And we're going to need none of these because we want our logs facing the right direction. And what do we say? Then there was another one here and here and here. Don't worry guys, we're nearly at the surface. Nearly. Just nearly. Alright, so that was that. And then in front of that it comes out 1, 2. And then 1, 2. And I think somewhere around this point is where I decided to change the logs to vertically, because it goes up a bit. Now this I only just played around with. Obviously when I first built it, vertical logs were unheard of. So we just did that bit, and then there's we've breached the surface! Bonk, bonk, bonk. But yeah, we still have to figure out, because that's the shape of it. I think I had this bit also vertical. Something like that, I think. It was like that. And maybe this one as well, actually. Not that we can really see it under here anyway. I mean, unless we go swimming around under the ship, we're not going to really notice. I mean, you can't even tell which way the texture's going there, unless you get your face right up to it. But, you know, people might be diving with night vision potions, you never know. Alrighty! Now we can do the more exciting stuff of digging and building where we can see. Alright, that was that bit there that I just did, I believe. Yes. And then there's 3 bits like this sticking out from that. Oh joy. So we go up, 2, and across, and also up 2, which we go 1, I think. Yeah. And then there was another one, because we only did 1 then, right? There's the 2. However many. The number that I said that means things to me. That looks right. Should have left that one there. Alright, so we do that. And somewhere under here it needs to change to going forwards again. And I don't remember when I did that. But let's see. We'll go up 1 more at the end. And then maybe that bit. Did I say up 1 more? Did I mean what I said? Or did I mean something else from what I said? I think it does this shape. So we just did those bits. And then there's a 3. Yeah, so there's that, as you did, and then that. And yeah, the next bit should probably be horizontal again, I'd say. 1, 2, 3. Does that look at all right to you? Don't tell me. Just don't. And above that there's a 4. So it sticks out 2. So it's got to start somewhere. Wait, like that? It must be like that. Where am I up to? We did a 3 and then we did a 4. I think we just did that. And then we do another 4 over that. Yes, and then there's a 3 which sticks out 1, so it's back 2. Boo, ba-doop doop doo. And we go 5. When 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. 5, 6. And that's 3 and 3. So 3 on. 1, 2, 3, and then 3 out. Three on, 3 out, and then there's another 6, which is 2 and 4. So 2 on, and 1, 2, 3, 4 out, and then there's just that last bit. How long is that? That's 7. So 2 on, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out. Alright. Alright, so that should be the front end, which extends out into the bowsprit. Is it bowsprit or bowsprit? Bowsprit, bowsprit, sprit, the bowiness. That thing that they stick out on the front and attach the rigging and stuff to. Is it the forestay, I think, was the name? Yeah, forestay is the one that's in front, and backstays at the back, I think. Which makes sense, but it also stops it from going back. That looks vaguely right to me. I guess the main concern is, did we end up at the right height? We can check that. How high is it above the water? It should be 20, no, wrong, not 25, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 6. Wow. That sounds like I almost actually might have actually possibly gotten it right. There really isn't very much room for it to go. I might need to blow up some of these islands or something. Possibly. Alright. How's our time getting on? Well, I can probably manage to finish off the keel. I think I'll do that. Who cares if it's a long episode? Alright, so we went back to there. Then we need to go back 7 from that. Because it thickens. Yeah, the rear it's not quite so exciting because it's all underwater. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Support. Alright, moment of truth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hooray! And then this bit was 2, right? Yes. It was right. Let's take a breath of fresh torch-fired air. Alrighty. Okay, so we've done all of that, and then we need to bring the 3 up 3 blocks. So you go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Nice little 3 by 3 block, which is like that, and then above that it's a, what is it, 4 by 5? Yeah. So we go up 1 more, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do. So that's 4 high, 5 long. Break away the dirt. Alright, so that, we just did that, and then it's a, is that it again? 4x5, wow. Just up one more. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that, my friends, what do we say? So there's that long bit, and that bit, and that bit, and that's it. We just need to go a bloop, and badoop, and boop. Shovel away the dirt, because obviously there's going to end up being something there, but it won't be dirt. So there's the end of the keel, and the rudder goes there. Shape of a ship. You can sort of imagine how it's going to look from that, can't you? Can't you? You can see the shape. It's looking ship-like. Well, apart from the fact that it's very hard to actually tell. But there's a keel. The keel of the Batallia. So, I'm going to call... That's probably enough for you guys for today. This has been Nochstar, counting in pitch black. So yeah, this will be a very interesting project. Don't know how it'll go with the recording. I probably won't recording the whole thing because I'll get tired of having to record so much, and then because obviously I'm not going to be uploading at the same speed I can build it at. I want to try and intersperse other projects. So if you found this boring or just nothing interesting, obviously I'm going to be mixing up, do some more at other places. Won't show it all, but I don't know, I think that's an interesting look at, you know, often I just show, yeah, I built this, check it out, cool. What it does is this, it looks fancy. But here goes to showing a little bit of the process of what it's like for me to actually build the thing. So hopefully that'll be a little bit interesting. Again, I'll try not to overdo it so that that's all you ever see is pitch black underwaterness and numbers, and looking at my inventory while I look at plans. Obviously, I mean, there's a lot of that needs to happen. There'll be a lot of probably stuff I'll need to screenshot across. That is one of the problems with planning out a build before you build it, because, you know, a lot of the fun comes on that little design and figuring it out in the first place. But from this perspective, you don't get to see any of that, so I don't know. So anyway, yeah, feel free if you thought you want to see more, less, whatever. Leave comments, feedback of whatever kind. Just to give me a bit of an idea of what you'd like to see more of or less of. Obviously, I don't get a huge number of views, so it's not that likely that I'll get an overwhelming response of anything, but, you know, 1 or 2 people let me know that something was good or something sucked. That'll help me. But yeah, this has been Nochstar building the keel of the Batallia and the Cosmos server of MineCraziness. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. What the heck? Apparently this thing is a little bit broken as of recently. Just a bit. Oh well.